Hey everyone, this is Sarah Otis in Healing Hands Holistic Therapies. And I was guided to come on today and do a live to share some assisting frequencies to assist us with addressing the overwhelm and overstimulation that's going on in our bodies. Because there is so much going on in this, the collective world outside ourselves. And some days you can literally just get on your phone for 5 minutes and then you get off and you feel like, where did that anxiety come from? Why am I feeling anxious? Why is my stomach upset? Um, why am I angry? And you think, I didn't look at anything that would provoke those feelings. Or you go to a big box store, you go shopping. You're at a busy intersection and there's a lot of people that are, sorry, nose is itching tonight. Um, it's a big, busy intersection. People are agitated because they're having to wait on the red light, heaven forbid. So by the time you come home, you have picked up a lot of outside energetic influences. And over time, they can just build up on your energy field and feel like a heavy weight. Sometimes you can get off a phone call with somebody and they've, been sharing some things and it's heavy. And then all of a sudden you feel like you've got center blocks sitting on your shoulders. So that's where you need to focus on, clearing and blessing your energy after interactions, going out in the world. And I've shared a couple other videos today, little quick short videos that you can utilize each day to clear energy, which should be part of your basic daily hygiene, your energetic hygiene that you can do when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed, or when you've had interaction. Sometimes you can have not even have left your house, but if you are, on your devices, you're watching TV, you are being influenced by outside energies and frequencies that will in turn have an influence on you, whether you realize it or not. So today, our focus is using the Anahata Codes. And as a certified Anahata Code practitioner, there's multiple categories that are utilized to bring forth some codes that the creator Anahata Holly Hallwell has created. And we receive them from source and we channel into your heart Taurus, which is your Anahata in Sanskrit. And they will work with you however your body needs that assistance. And if you don't need it or want it, it won't affect you. As you're listening, you can give permission to allow yourself to receive the energies. That'll help reinforce it. And after this live, I will share in the comments how you can then take the frequency code, the number sequence, and you can write it on paper. And sorry, I guess I got some dust in my nose. So you can write, like I've written out what's going to come up today. And so I've written it. So normally you can write it in like really small print and you can set it under, like, say, your drinking vessel. And it's best if you have, I don't have anything in here that's clear. This is my, we'll utilize this. Say this is water. This is your water vessel, not paper clips. So you could write out your codes with the codes going towards your vessel of water or whatever you want to charge and allow it to sit there, let's say, for at least 8 to 24 hours. And so as you then partake from that water, you are further integrating those frequencies into your cells. And that's going to work on a deeper level. So as long as there is one remaining drop of water in the vessel where you charge the water, and you add more water to it, it immediately charges it. So it's better if you can find a clear glass container that you can add your filtered water, if say you're going to charge water. And then you can add multiple frequencies. And you don't have to say the name or anything, literally just the number. And you can just tape it. It's better to tape it on the bottom, because if there's one drop, if it's right in the middle of the vessel, like say where this label is, then it's going to charge rather than putting it on the side or at the top. That way you can begin to further integrate these energies into your daily lives. All right, so when I went in to ask what assistance we were needing, and there's the categories that I love working with, because I do a lot of trauma-informed therapies. And there is one category, it's the flower essence, and that's helping, with the emotional state, the mental state, and as well as the physical state. And I'm finding those are a good antidote to add on to healing work. So I've pulled one frequency from there and another one that wanted support from the crystal category. So the one frequency that came forth when I asked what would assist us with addressing the overwhelm and the overstimulation from the outside world to clear our energies. And the first one that came up was called the Ashley Michelle Iris Flower Essence. So this one assists people who are seeking spiritual development or wishing to know their purpose for being in physical form this lifetime. It is beneficial to be taken before meditation or spiritual religious practices, as well as assists with opening communication channels for attunement with your divine inner self, as well as spirit guides and teachers. So this is the next part, is where it connects to my asking. So it enhances self-awareness and visualization. It is often difficult to stay focused and trusting your inner guidance due to distractions. This will help you to hear and accept your inner voice and offer valuable insights as you explore spiritual realms of evolving consciousness. So you can only imagine, if you have taken on a lot of energy, a lot of influences from outside sources, and here you want to tune into yourself, or you want to tune into something else, well, it'll be like you've got a million people sitting on your shoulders going, it'll almost, for someone like myself that can hear different energies and guides, it'll almost sound like you've got 1,000 radio stations all on a different station. Some of them may sound like they're not coming in, you're hearing, static. So how can you tune into yourself if all you're hearing is, sorry, I scared my cat. It can be hard. So I loved how this frequency said that help when it's difficult to stay focused and trusting of your inner guidance due to distractions. Because one way you can think of it is, say you're trying to sit in meditation. You're focusing on and you've got a child in the background screaming, "Mommy, mommy," or their siblings are fighting. You're just like, tune it out. You can't connect because of the outside distractions. So that really spoke to my asking, and there was further information. Let's see. There's something else on it I want to read, but I can't find. Let's see. Go back over here. Okay. Not finding it. So I felt like that one definitely was answering my asking. So we are going to get my other screen open here. Install this one first before we move on to the next one. And how we install this, you can simply just sit here and listen. If you want to, you can put your hands in the position. So your left palm is going to go up facing the sky or the ceiling. You can rest it on your leg, and your other palm goes over the center of your chest, over your heart chakra. So this hand is your receiving hand. You're receiving the information from source. And then this is the giving hand. You're giving it, installing it into your heart torus. Okay? So let me open this other screen. Hold on. Sorry, my pen's not wanting to work. I didn't get this other one written down. Okay. All righty. So assume the position. Just kind of get quiet within yourself. Close your eyes and just tune in. You can take couple deep breaths in and blow it out. Just centering your mind. You can feel your heartbeat under your hand over the center of your chest, just tuning into yourself. We ask for, accept, and align with and hold this Anahata Code. With gratitude, we choose to align with the flower essence, Ashley, Michelle, Iris. 4148326 4148326 4148326 4148326 4148326 4148326 4148326. Now take your left palm and put it over your right, taking a nice deep breath in. As you blow out, we're further integrating this into your field, allowing it to move into where it is best needed to assist your energetic body at this time. Okay. So for our next one, I utilized the same asking, and the assisting frequency that came up was a crystal by the name of Chalcedony. And when I look up information on it, of course, the first thing, this is like at the top of the not chat, but the search, like where it will summarize something that talks about is believed to promote emotional balance, enhance communication, and foster goodwill among people. It is also thought to absorb negative energy and support physical healing, particularly related to the throat and respiratory system. So if you think about that, I was asking about what would assist us with the overwhelm and overstimulation that's affecting our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. So if you've taken on a lot and you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, many times, if you're like myself, it literally makes, like, I shut down. Like, please, everyone step back. I need quiet. I turn off my phone, turn off any television, any outside noise and influence, because I just need to get quiet and get centered within. So when you're in that state, the emotional balance feels all over the place, because most likely, especially let's say after you've gotten off a conversation with somebody, maybe you've been in an argument. So many times our mind is replaying that argument. Oh, I should have said this. I shouldn't have said that. I can't believe they said that. What did they mean by that? Did they, what were they really wanting to say to me that they didn't say? So you're hearing all this chatter. And then also you'll find when you are in a state of overwhelm and overstimulation, you can't speak what you need to say. So many times, like if us if we shut down, literally we shut down our throat chakra, and it won't allow what needs to come out. And many times what comes out is what we don't really want to say, but in our moment of like, woo, needing to be heard, we blurt out something that we can't retract back. And then where it's saying foster goodwill, so it allows us to be in that clear state of mind so that we can foster goodwill, have good communications, express ourselves from truth in a place of compassion. So also where it goes into, it absorbs the negative energy. It's going to help with almost like mopping up, almost like a sponge, like going around your whole field, helping to clear out your field. When it talks about the throat and respiratory, your throat is your throat chakra, where we're going to hold on to, almost like bite our tongue if we're afraid to speak our mind or share something for fear of hurting someone's feeling, or fear of being heard many times. That fear of backlash or ridicule. And then the respiratory system, the energy behind the lungs is grief. So if we're scared to share something, we might have feel a sense of grief of what it might do to someone else, or it triggers an old mental thought of a trauma that happened in our lives where there is a lot of grief. And many times we just suppress it. So we start, developing and having respiratory problems. You might notice sometimes that you have a cough, a dry cough you can't get rid of. You're constantly having to clear your throat like that. Feel like you have tickle in your throat. They're very much connected to the throat chakra and the lungs, especially for holding on to deeply suppressed emotions. So I loved how it addressed both of those. There's one other I want to pull up. So it says it's you can increase, well, promotes emotional balance, increases physical energy, and encourages positive thinking. It is thought to be helpful in protecting against stress and anxiety. So that perfectly goes along with my asking. So let me get a drink of water because my throat's feeling scratchy, as I'm picking up something that needs to be cleared in someone who's watching, or even in myself. So let's assume the position. And I know I didn't state this before the time. You don't need to repeat what I'm saying. Just simply be present and listen and allow your body to receive, okay? You can just have the hand positions. So once again, getting quiet, moving into yourself. We ask for, accept, align with, and hold this Anahata Code. With gratitude, we choose to align with the Chalcedony Crystal assistance at this time. Nine 476-832 976-362837. 932-476-832 976-362837. 932-476-832 976-362837. 932-476-832 976-362837. 932-476-832 976-362837. 932-476-832 976-362837. 932-476-832, 976-362-837. Place your left palm over your right. Take a nice deep breath in, allowing this to integrate work into your cells and into your consciousness. Both of these combined frequencies work in unison to help you to clear and balance, neutralize and harmonize the overwhelm and overstimulation that we pick up and experience in our daily lives. It's helping to get you reconnected back into yourself, your inner knowing, your inner voice, and tuning out everything outside of you so you can stay clear and connected fully to you and owning you. Nice deep breath in. Whew, blow it out. All right. So hopefully that was beneficial for you today, and this can be something you can come back to and visit as you need. Like I said, I will put in the description the number frequency code, and so that you can write those down on a piece of paper and get your vessel. Remember, if this was water, your clear vessel charged with these codes. You can even charge oils, body lotions, if you want to charge your makeup, whatever it is. You just want to put your verbiage facing towards your item and charge it. Something that, say, if you want to charge your makeup compact, I would maybe let it charge for a full 24 hours, and then you can always, once it's charged, go ahead and tape a label onto it and allow it to continue to keep that charged, because sometimes you could set like your cell phone next to it, and the energies coming off these could interfere with you or anything that you've charged. It's just a thought. So if at any time you have any questions, pop them into the comments, reach out to me. In the description, you'll see my other ways that you can get in contact with me through my social channels and my website. I'd love to work with you. I offer many different therapies. They're all done remotely with one-on-one live video chats with each other. And I would love to help you help yourself and give you the tools that you need so you can take care of you without having to depend on others to help you get back into knowing your true voice, your true knowing. Until next time, take care. Keep on shining. Take care. Bye-bye.